So, how do we actually use Education Perfect in math supporting high school students? First, we're going to assign a Readiness for Learning assessment. You can find our assessments and lessons in the Discover tab. Navigate to the grade you would like to see activities for. You'll notice our library is arranged by strand. Let's pop into a unit together. At the top, I have my assessments broken up from my learning activities. Here I can click into a Readiness for Learning assessment. Start here. These assessments are auto-marked, written up to 3 times so they can be deployed with students working on the same specific expectations while receiving different questions than their peers next to them. Questions in our readiness assessments go up to 2 grade levels back and focus on simple questions that will let you see if students will be confident tackling this year's material. You can see the expectations and grades on the left-hand side. These assessments are designed to uncover misconceptions. Once a Readiness for Learning assessment is given, educators are given data immediately to track student progress and uncover areas that require assistance. Our assessment reports track whole class and individual progress. Our analysis and recommendation section, teachers can push out a recommended EP lesson to students based on how they perform to help close gaps. Use this to help students review content they need before being ready to tackle grade level expectations in our lessons. We can also use this data to inform small group instruction, meet students where they're at, and help them close gaps. Now knowing where our students are starting from, EP helps differentiate and personalize the experience for all learners in your class. Back in Discover is where you will find our lessons. These will also be what our recommended next steps are, as previously mentioned. Our lessons are scaffolded and can be used to support whole group, small group, or sent out to an individual student. Students work through the Minds-On, success criteria, and conclude learning with a reflection activity. Once loaded on student platforms, they have accessibility tools such as a question reader, calculator, and handwriting tool. We integrate with Google Read and Write. Students can move through the eye or information icons and then move into their foundations, stepping up, and optional stretch thinking questions that push students to achieve mastery on various grade level topics. Seen here is our automatic feedback that works to help students move through the lesson and get immediate answers to their problems. We also have some additional tools in our long answer questions, such as a Desmos example, working formula questions, and manipulatives embedded throughout. Perhaps as educators, we want a quick check for understanding, or we receive some data from our EP report about students struggling with a specific expectation. In our EP Create tool, we can author questions ourselves, or use AI in minutes. This is also offered in various languages. This tool can help you pull students for a quick quiz-based check for understanding, or with your whole class as an entrance or exit ticket. Our AI tool is aligned to the curriculum, and only educators are going to interact with AI here to be able to preview questions before they are given out to students. Seen here, I asked for multiple choice questions, and I've been given 5 to preview and send out to my class. And continue to differentiate content for students by using our EP authoring and editing tools. Drag and drop components you already teach with, edit text, and provide multiple ways to be able to answer questions by sliding on one of our student answering tools. After moving through lessons, check accuracy, confidence, and see where misconceptions are occurring in a report specifically designed to pair with our learning activities. Once you have assigned a task and students begin working, you immediately receive information on their progress. You can monitor student attention, leave or record descriptive feedback, and see any attempted questions and require resubmission. You can also gain an understanding into their thinking process, how accurate students were, how confident, how much they enjoyed, and see a breakdown of achievement chart categories. After using EP lessons as you see fit for your math programs, assign curriculum-aligned, topic-based assessments to students. Different from our readiness assessments, these assessments work within this grade's curriculum, offering additional data points on concepts students must master during this year's curriculum. These can also be given multiple points in the learning cycle and cover off various areas of the achievement chart. Our recommended next steps are going to stay on to keep students looping through learning and ensuring no student is left behind with concepts that they need to strengthen. And that's not all. Once you use our topic-based assessments, they funnel up into our Learning Snapshots tool. You can find this in your Class tab under the Snapshots tab. Here you can see a bird's eye view of student performance, but drill down to specific expectations that students might need to focus on. Use this as an additional data point to inform your conversations or observations.